Next Tuesday, Philadelphia will cast votes for their new district attorney. Longtime district attorney Lynn Abraham is stepping down, leaving the race to Democratic candidate Seth Williams and Republican candidate Michael Untermeyer. Williams visited Temple University last week and spoke to students about changing Philadelphia's justice system.
I think the most pressing problem is the sense of gun violence, and that we've had 244 homicides. We've had over 1,200 people shot in the city of Philadelphia so far this year. I believe the number one concern for people about public safety is getting the illegal guns off the street.
Journalism professor George Miller invited Williams to speak to his class. He says students benefit from questioning politicians in a classroom setting.
You know, this is a guy who's going to be frequently in the news. This class is really about being a good consumer of information and what the journalist's role in society is, and understanding what the journalist's role in society is. And the journalist goes out and documents reality. Well, Seth Williams, who is likely going to be the next district attorney, is someone who's going to be in the news, who has impact on the community. What he does and says and how he acts will have great impact on people's lives.
If you ask someone who's a paid political consultant of my opponent, and you ask them their opinion of what Seth says, but you don't disclose that the person is a paid political consultant of Seth's opponent, then a person who reads it might think that this person is giving an unbiased answer as to how we should try to fight crime.
Williams grew up in West Philadelphia and attended Penn State and later Georgetown University. Immediately after completing his law degree, Williams joined the district attorney's office for 10 years.
I was an assistant district attorney for 10 and a half years. I served as a supervisor in the DA's office for 4.5 years. I'm a major United States Army Reserves. I teach leadership at Newman College. I was in charge of the Civic Association in my neighborhood for 10 years, the Church Carnival for 11 years. I have a wife and 3 daughters, and my mother lives with me, so I know how to resolve conflict.
If elected, Williams wants to focus on the most dangerous criminals and protect witnesses from retaliation.
My strategic goals are, 1, to use all the methods of undercover operations, of wiretaps, grand juries, sting operations, to go after the people that profit off of the bloodshed, the people that are selling the guns illegally. It's a priority of mine also to have community-based prosecution, have the district attorneys assigned geographically. And then also do all that we can to get more victims and witnesses to come forward and to cooperate with the criminal justice system.
Recently, 3 prominent African-American supporters of Williams accused the Republican opponent for lacking racial sensitivity. If elected, Williams would be the first African-American district attorney in the city.
The majority of the victims of crime are African American. A lot of young men have a sense of hopelessness. So maybe when they see that a person can become the district attorney or the president of the United States, maybe when people tell them there's no hope for them, maybe they'll say, well, that's not true. Maybe they will have a sense of hope. I think it's also important that I have a perspective of growing up in this city as a result of my life experience that I bring to the office and wanting to make it more just for everyone. And even if it is just, many people perceive it not to be. And I recognize that and know that we have to do all that we can to make people feel that it is fair for everyone.
District Attorney candidate Seth Williams wants to overhaul the justice system in Philadelphia. He wants to target the most dangerous criminals and place a prosecutor in each of the 24 police districts around the city. When voters line up to the polls on November 3rd, Williams' campaign promises will finally be put to the test. I'm Mari Saito, and this is Temple News.